What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? I forgot! Damn it! Ah! I was so close! Ah! Okay, I was so close to starting this series, just like amazingly. Damn it, dude. I completely forgot to reopen the fucking PNGTuber app. I had to restart my computer. Before the stream. I had to restart my computer because, hold on, let me, like, make sure I'm not too loud here. Fuck, man. No, where's... Here. No. Stop. I'm clicking the wrong things. Let's turn that down just slightly. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully, your ears aren't about to explode. Yeah, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Oh, y'all are enjoying that, I bet. Hi. Oh my god. Okay, let me... I am sorry about this. I'm going to turn the desktop audio down for a moment. So, hello everyone. Sorry that that intro was so scuffed. I did have to restart my computer before the stream because some shit got fucked up. And then I just forgot to reopen the PNGTuber. But hi. Hi. I will not be blinking today because I forgot. Also, Cheese Dev. Thank you. Thank you for the dollar. Really appreciate it. Unfortunately, it's not going to show up on stream because you did donate it while I wasn't actively on that scene. But thank you. I appreciate it. Also, yes, I'm going to be staring into your soul this entire time. Hi. Hey, everyone. Hi, Fiction. Good to see you again. You just finished your Undertale Genocide run. I'm going to be playing Undertale on my second channel relatively soon. But anyway, not the biggest fan of Mario Kart / Party, finally playing a game I care about again. Yeah, I kind of figured a lot of the people who... Oh my god. Dude, this sounds so fucking horrible in my ears right now. Like, you guys can't hear it. This sounds horrible. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome. But anyway, so, yeah, I kind of figured, hey, you know, there's probably a reason a lot of people who sub to my channel aren't watching recently, why I'm not really getting a whole lot of new views. And it's because, you know, I'm not really streaming the thing a lot of people subscribed for, you know, Thousand Year Door, the Mario and Luigi stuff. Haven't really been streaming it. So, hi, I'm doing this now. I actually did want to do this for a long time, but I just never got around to it. So, here we are. Here we are. We're here. I'm doing... God. Dude, you have no idea. I'm gonna wait a moment before I turn the sound up again. But, yeah. We're going to be playing both versions of Thousand Year Door at the same time. This is 2 games, 1 controller. I'm going to turn the desktop audio back. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Click. Oh, I don't think I was on it. No, they're desynced again. No. Damn it. I'm going to keep the game volume a little bit lower during this series just because it is going to be a bit of an ear fuck. Oh, God. Goodness gracious, dude. Yeah, just go back into the intro, please. Chapter 5 is coming next year, and Anna and I are getting married next year. I hope it's not at the same time as that. I hope not also. But, yeah. I'll admit I came here for nerd mode, but I've stayed for you, and I think something similar is true for everyone here. Okay, I don't think it's going to line up. That time I pressed A, and yeah, different loading times. Anyway, so, this is Thousand Year Door Duel Challenge, Thousand Year Duel Challenge, whatever I end up wanting to call it. Let's go ahead and get started. You joined for the Mario RPG remake? Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on. I forgot about that. We've got our first little challenge here. First off, I do have 2 save files right here because I was testing something. But, we got our first little challenge. We have to find a way to load into the game at the same time. How can you use one controller on both? That would be a secret. I do want to go ahead and give a warning ahead of time. The Switch version in particular may have some visual bugs. I will not say why. I'm sure you can figure out why. You guys are smart. But yeah, the Switch version may have some visual bugs. Just a heads up. But hopefully this should be relatively smooth sailing. You know, I've got a pretty good computer. I mean, a really good Switch and Gamecube. Yeah, I've got a really good Nintendo consoles. But anyway, Dude, I've gotta turn this down in my ears. This is so loud. Do 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 do. All right, let's go and get started. Yeah. Hey everyone, thank you for joining today. I really appreciate it. This is gonna be awesome. I know Toby Fox would release a chapter on Valentine's Day. Oh, you're getting married on Valentine's? That's awesome. All right, let's back out to the title screen on both. How did I do this before? Like this. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, get over. Okay, there we go. Woo! All right. The GPU of my Switch is just dying. Happens sometimes? Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes things happen when you've got scratches. Why the fuck is that 850? Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's a completely different thing. Yeah, okay, so, like, these two save files on Switch are the same thing. I was just, like, going slightly further in one of them to test something. This is just a completely different thing on GameCube. Like, I only did one save. There's something I need to check out on Switch. Something I need to make sure works roughly around Chapter 3 has to do with an extra feature that may or may not be part of the game itself, so I need to make sure it's like a thing that works. Heaventy, actually. I'm sorry, Linishi, sorry. Would you have any idea about the keyboard in this particular instance? Do you know if that would work? Please say yes, because otherwise I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyway, let's go ahead and just get started with a new game. Oh shit, G. I'm done. Yes. Shit. Got the jump scare. Hi! No blinking. I'm gonna stare straight into your soul this entire time. Shit. Alright. Ah. Water. Anyway. It has to do with naming a Yoshi. Anyway, you know, I'm just wondering if the Switch keyboard is, like, included in this, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so, right off the bat, we've also got another little issue. You cannot skip text in the Switch version of this game, which means if I want to keep these two lined up, I have to never be mashing A. Because if I mash A or B or any text skipping or any text advancing button, the GameCube version is going to start getting a good bit ahead. They're going to get desynced a lot anyway, but, you know, I cannot be trying to skip through text if I don't want them to become desynced. Let's see here. Then your question on DM? Okay, one sec. Where are you at? There you are. Postbox doesn't have a hole in the Switch version. Oh, it didn't? Oh, yeah, no, because he, like, opened it up. Hee hee. Hey, Luna. Yeah, the Paper Mario 64 partners are missing on GameCube. Unfortunately, those portraits only... I'm only just now realizing the SS Flavion is in this scene. Like, just now. I'm only just now realizing that. Weird. Anyway... yeah, the portraits weren't a thing until Super Paper Mario, unfortunately, so they're not gonna be there. Ooh, that might be a problem. You notice the water details are different? A lot of details are different. Oh, they're not gonna have the title drop at the same time. No. Let's see if I can at least try to have the boat pull up to Rogueport around the same time. Okay, never mind. The question has been answered and it is probably fine. Yes. Yeah, already we've got our first little, scratched cartridge issue with the Switch version. Sorry, guys. I guess if they ever come out with a Switch 2 edition $1,000, I'll just have to buy a whole new copy. Oh, it's gonna be funny hearing completely different text sounds for every character. You're being forced to watch this against your will? I'm gonna be forced to watch stuff against my bullet bill. Can't wait for one of them to get into a battle and the other doesn't. Oh, that's gonna happen a lot. And when it does happen, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I'm just gonna very quickly jump into battle on the other one. I am not gonna sit there and move around in the overworld and lose HP from falling into pits and shit like that. Just because I'm trying to focus on a battle on the other version. That said, some of the enemy loadouts are different. That much I already know just from like the little bit of testing I did. Some of the enemy loadouts are different, which means I am gonna just genuinely finish a battle earlier a lot of the time on some versions than others. Also for a few other reasons, but we'll get there when we get there. You won't get a Switch 2 until a new Paper Mario game comes out? Fair enough. Oh. That looked normal. Alright, so right off the bat, Mario... I've been saying that a lot, actually. A lot of things are right off the bat. The wiffle bat, that is. But anyway, Mario's facing a different direction. So I do want to go ahead and point something out. I don't know if this is just, like, an aspect of the, I guess I could turn it up slightly. Sorry. I don't know if this is just an aspect of the Switch remake that I'm completely forgetting about or what. But, GameCube version definitely seems to respond quicker. And I don't know, sorry, I don't know if that's just, like, the Switch version just normally takes that long to respond, or if it's just because of the fact that I'm playing this game the way that I am, if you catch my drift. I'm not really sure what that is, but I do just want to let you all know the Switch version does seem to respond slightly slower than the GameCube version. Hammer looks about fine, though. But yeah. We also have another fun little game we're about to be playing, so if I can get these lined up properly, yeah. Got a little tutorial text here first. And then... yes. Alright, so just like a heads up, every time I save, I'm gonna have to do it like this. Definitely gonna have to, like I'm gonna have to close out of the your progress was saved with B, because if I press A again, Mario's gonna jump into the save block again on the Switch version, and that's just gonna create a whole problem. Look, guys, I'm sending the HUD over to the in-between versions. Over to the in-between versions. Yeah. Anyway. I do not catch your drift. I'm not using a Joy-Con. Oh. Damn, Switch Kumbella. You've got, like, no emphasis in what you're saying. Ooh, you guys get to see some of the text differences, like, head-on during this playthrough. That's gonna be cool. Looks like the save block went through a rough patch between the original and the remake. Yeah. Nah, normally it does look all rainbowy on the remake also. It's just, you know, again, my Switch cartridge, I kind of accidentally dropped it in the toilet at one point. So it's got a few issues, but it seems to run fine. Aside from just some visual lighting related issues. Not really sure how dropping it in the toilet did that. But it definitely got a little scratched up while it was in there. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. I do. Love that this remake is real. Same. Oh, it's so desynced. Yep, you got it. so right off the bat, again, we are showing a lot of things right off the bat. I do want to go ahead and point out, I can do jump attacks, but it is a little difficult because the timing is slightly desynced. So I may not be using moves like Power Bounce in this. I'll see if I can do this. Nope! I cannot. Thanks, Goombella. Now this is the bigger issue. Oh, shit! Wait, okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Alright, so if I just... I feel like with a lot of these attacks, I'm just going to be looking at the GameCube version. So the GameCube version was behind the Switch version with the hammer attack, but it was ahead of the Switch version with the jump attack. I was under the impression that I could not do the hammer attack on both versions at the same time. Apparently the window is big enough on the Switch version that it doesn't matter. Goombella, you gotta stop talking, girl. You are making him do his attack later than usual. Let me get some practice with the hammer. Okay, just gotta be a little careful. You did it, yes, and you got star points. I'm sorry. I think it's more funny to say stuff like my Canadian game keyboard scratches on the cartridge. Oh, for sure, for sure. It's way funnier. Dude, someone I watch does a lot of Mario Odyssey content that involves the game being a little different, and he's always got some sort of excuse about how his... What is it? His cousin Trent did this thing or that to his Switch or his copy of Mario Odyssey or whatever. It's fucking hilarious. I love it. I love stuff like that. Woo! Didn't they make the window for everything bigger in the Switch version? Not necessarily. A lot of the timing windows were changed, but they weren't all bigger. In fact, I think... Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Power Bounce is actually a little harder in the Switch version, not also counting the one frame on the fourth jump. Like, I think the windows are slightly smaller in the Switch version. I could be wrong about that. You look very cute right now. Thank you. Oh my god. Dude, the Switch version is... It's having a little bit of an issue right now. It's weird. It's showing that it's, like, still running at 30 FPS, but I don't know, man. I'm not real convinced when I'm going up those stairs. How in the world did you drop your SD card in the toilet? It wasn't my SD card. It was the, it was my copy of Thousand Year Door. Look, long story short, I was just trying to compare the game on Switch 1 and Switch 2. I had both of them with me. In the bathroom, I was kind of just, like, going back and forth between the systems. I was shitting on the toilet and taking a massive shit. I was shitting on the toilet. I need water. One sec. I hope that trope comes back, by the way, in the next Paper Mario game. I don't know why. I really love when they just have random characters named Johnson in Paper Mario. But anyway. Yeah. I was just on the toilet, and I had both my Switch 1 and my Switch 2, and I was trying to compare how they looked in handheld with, like, a few different settings, specifically on the Switch 2, see if I can make it look a little better, because I'm gonna be real, guys. Thousand Year Door just does not look great on the Switch 2 in handheld mode. On TV, it looks fine, but on handheld, it, like, looks really blurry and messy, and I don't know, it's just weird. I think it has to do with the fact that the game runs at 600p in handheld, and the Switch 2 does, like, this upscaling thing with a lot of Switch 1 games, so it just looks weird. But yeah. You know, I was passing it back and forth between the two systems, trying to see if I could figure out, and at one point, I just simply dropped it between my legs by accident. Just huge butterfingers. I don't want to disclose how it ended up with scratches in the toilet. It does have to do with the fact that the toilet wasn't exactly empty at the time. And I also had to clean the card off as a result. It was not fun. I'm very unhappy with what happened to my cartridge, dude. It's probably playing with your head when you see 60 versus 30 side by side. Yeah, that is also another issue, because, just like it doesn't even have to necessarily be side by side. If I just go back to something at 30, like relatively quickly, like even if it's just over the next few days or something. It does definitely kind of like mess with my head a little bit. Probably the most distinct memory I have of this was when I was doing the test runs for Mario & Luigi Nerve Mode. You know, making sure it's all fine and good with every Mario & Luigi game and there isn't some major problem. And I played the Superstar Saga remake, and it was wonderful. It looks great. You all know me. I think that's the best looking game in the series, personally. But yeah, it was just a great time. It ran smoothly. You get the idea. You get the idea. And then after I finished it up, I went over to Bowser's Inside Story 3DS, and it was like night and day, dude. When I did the jump attack, that was the big thing. Because like the graphics and the general presentation and all that are slightly different between the two remakes, just because they are going for like different styles and also trying to invoke the same feelings as the originals. Not that Bowser's Inside sorry, not that Bowser's Inside Stories remake does a particularly good job at that in my opinion, but you know, it tried. So like I was able to excuse it for a little bit, but as soon as I did a jump attack in battle, that's like the same animation with the same flashy background and everything, same sound effects. And oh my god, it threw me off so fucking hard. Cause it's like, it's the same speed. You know, that's the thing. It's the same speed, but there were less frames, so it just looked so much more choppy. And it's like, it doesn't normally bother me, but doing that right after the Superstar Saga remake, oh my god, it bothered me so much. I was like, I gotta take a break from this for a little bit longer, you know? Excuse me. Imagine getting kissed in two parallel dimensions at the same time. I hope that's me and Steven all the time, but anyway. Sorry about that. It's no problem. It's okay. Things happen. You know, if a Switch 2 edition of Thousand Driver happens, I'll definitely make sure to get another cartridge of the game. What the heck? Playing both games at the same time? Yep. Anyway, good thing you're watching this after dinner. Yeah. Oh shit, I was not paying attention. Are they on the same line? No. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's catch up Gamecube a little bit. There we go. Hey there, Yosh. Dude, I love Goombella's theme. Goombella's theme is awesome. Anyway, that was pretty synced up. Shit. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think the GameCube version's text scrolling is slightly slower. Which is weird, because that's the one you can actually skip. Oh, don't tell Logan this, but I may or may not have used his cartridge as a back scratcher, so it's even more scratched up than he thinks. What the actual hell, dude? You're just fucking using my... Oh my god. I'm never letting you borrow games again. Jesus! Jeez, man. I have no idea if I can sync these back up right now. I think I'm just going to have to get through the cutscene. So let's go ahead and start mashing. I've mastered them. Can't say I have to do something at 2:30. That's okay. Good, just a bit sunburned. I see. Yeah, we're just going to skip through this right now because they got pretty desynced from that tutorial. Feature Ready Back Scratcher Edition? Yeah. There we go. We're synced up again. Mostly. Alright, first things first. Let's get some star pieces in the area, which are not there. I'm very stupid. It is on the other side. Let's go ahead and... Wow. Okay, GameCube Mario actually does seem to move faster. That's something to keep in mind. It's only a little bit, but it does seem to be a little faster. Oh, he's getting caught. Yeah, look at that. Even after getting caught, he's still, like, actually caught up with Switch Mario. His ST. Anyway, this I have to make sure I do right now, because I keep forgetting this, like, every time I play this game, and it costs me time. So, if you'll excuse me, I gotta break a contact lens real quick. The fuck? Okay, whatever. Just realized you used the GameCube icon, the badge from the remake. Yes, actually. That is the Nostalgic Tunes badge that you're seeing over the GameCube game. The Switch icon, though, that is actually custom made, so I hope y'all like it. I actually did try to make that myself. Granted, I'll be honest with you. I was a little cheap about it. I kinda just tried to go for like the same proportions and lighting and all that as one of the Pianta Parlor membership card badges. Not badges, key items. So if it looks familiar, that's why. Oh my god! Sorry! 1 sec. I haven't done a whole lot of talking prior to this stream. And I also haven't eaten anything, so my throat's kind of not there right now. But anyway. Imagine how big would be Yoshi contact lenses. They'd be pretty big, yeah. They'd be pretty big. But yeah, that Switch badge, that is not from the game. I was really hoping there was going to be something like it from the game. There's nothing that looks like a Switch in this game. So I had to custom make it. And it was a nice little excuse to just practice, you know, more Paper Mario 1000-Year-Door art style stuff. I don't really get to do a whole lot with the art style, but I do hope that someday I can do more with it, because I do actually enjoy making 1000-Year-Door style art, especially for the remake. The area might be slightly bigger. Yes, I do. I dare you to look in your Discord DMs. Why? Okay, fine. Is there anything else I want from this shop right now? It is going to be like... Oh, wait, yeah, I want a fire flower. Hold on. Can I line this up? Somehow that worked. I don't know how, but somehow the GameCube game registered my walking input a little differently. Weird. Anyway, let's get that fire flower. That was something I was a little concerned about, because as you can see, the item selection is shifted in the Switch version. Consider making art for stream, but your tablet's dead, so you have to wait a while before starting. Oh. Imagine someone backporting 1000-Year-Door Remake music. That would be pretty impressive. Have I ever played the Mario RPG Remake? Yeah, I played it. I only did like 5 streams on it, and I haven't played it since then. But, you know, present tunes. Yeah. Yes, I would like a fire flower. I got an item! I got an item! I can use items to attack enemies and replenish my HP, heart points. I can press plus to open the menu, or start to open the menu, and choose items from my gear screen to see my items. Just thought everyone should know that. Anyway, oh, that's another thing, by the way. So, thank God the controls are, like, basically the same on the... Alright. Thank God the controls are basically the same if you're using a GameCube controller on the Switch version, but... Excuse me. There are some things that I will have to definitely be very careful about. Like, if I open the menu right now... I mean, that layout's pretty much the same. But I do just have to be careful because they will, like, load kind of differently. So it's better if I use the D-pad menus, obviously. But that also includes... Look, you saw how I had to, like, press B again there. That also actually includes... when swapping partners, I cannot use Quick Partner in the GameCube version. It did not exist. So I have to swap partners with the partner menu every time on the Switch version. And that kind of stinks. Making ramen, so if you want, I can give it to you and make my own again. No, it's alright. Thank you. That was only 5 streams? Yeah. 5 or 6, I think. The presence of the noose implies that they hang people regularly in this town, but a lot of... Why did it take so long to load? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's wiggle around. There. Because now we have that problem. Whoa, they jumped, like, pretty close to each other there. Whoa, you said you were hungry? No, I just said I hadn't eaten. I'm not hungry. Quick Partner sounds like a dating app. Yeah. Hey, I'd like my money back, you son of a bitch. Alright, now here's something. Layout of this is, like, slightly different. Now let's see if I can actually get out of the fucking house. Okay, hold on. There. No, come on, dude. God. So many little things that I'm, like, really having to try hard to keep in line. Oh my god. This sucks, dude. There's so much that I'm having to, like, really try to keep in line because, yeah. Just letting things desync a little bit is going to be a huge problem. Why is that stupid box there? Come on, Switch. There we go. I hope y'all are enjoying this music. Okay, in case it isn't obvious, I am kind of prioritizing looking at the GameCube screen right now. But I really probably should look at the Switch screen a little bit more also. Thank you for the money. The moment I look away from the fucking GameCube screen, dude. Alright. What do you think is the best teammate? I mean, the best? Because I do think there's a difference between best and favorite. I think the best partner in this game is Goombella. Ah, my back. But my favorite is the Yoshi Kid. What the fuck? It feels like something is poking my back, dude. Pinched nerve much? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh, I desynced. Oh, no. You do. Okay, we are one text box ahead in the GameCube version right now. Actually, I don't think it matters. I think this scene's got a little bit more dialogue in the Switch version anyway. Because they have, like, a little bit more of a back and forth once we start talking about the Thousand-Year Door. Like, there's some old tale, like, gather the crystal stars of Yor to open the Thousand-Year Door or some shit like that. But in the Switch version, they actually have, like, different versions of that tale, so they kind of go back and forth on it a little bit. So I think we're just going to be out of sync regardless. Oh, shit! Huh, okay. Well, that works. Okay, yeah, the Switch version's text is actually scrolling a little bit faster than GameCube's. That's something to keep in mind. Shit. Okay, it's fine. Crystal stars. Ooh. Yeah, see, look at that already. To find the treasure of Yor, you need the crystal stars to open the Thousand-Year Door. No, wait. Take the 7 crystal stars to the Thousand-Year Door. Ugh. And then Goombella in the Switch version says... hold the magical map aloft before the entrance to the Thousand-Year Door. Then the stars will light the way that leads to the stones of yesterday. Oh, wait. No, that is... Hold on. That's still, like, pretty close to what she just said on the GameCube version. Hmm. Somewhat, anyway. Damn it, I'm getting ahead in GameCube again. It's fine. You hear Yoshi? Yeah. Awesome. Synced up again. Bro. The views are higher than regular, so I think the 1,000 door thing is working. Yeah, that's good. That makes me pretty happy. One sec. I'm like kind of watching my own stream right now. Okay. It's almost bonanza time, so I sold all my food and clothes and bought a ton of bananas. Oh, hey, on that note, I just wanted to let everyone know, because of the fact that I have a job now, I don't know if I mentioned that on too many streams yet. I think I haven't really done too many streams, but I have a job now, so I will not be able to stream, like, super duper frequently, like, as freely as I can right now. I just wanted to let y'all know that, because, you know, that means I will not be able to binge stream Donkey Kong Bonanza, and with me going away to Germany in August to be with Steven, yeah, I don't want to start a stream series on that game and then not be able to play it because I'll be away for, like, more than a month, so I will not be streaming Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I am sorry about that. Shit! No! Well, at least they're both having the practice session. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, well, you know what? Fine. This will be like the one and only time you'll actually get to see a Super Guard, so I hope you enjoy it. You'll get to see a synced up Super Guard in this fight, or in this tutorial. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yep. Thanks, frankly. I appreciate that. Alright. We're good. Still worked. Oh, wait. I can... Ooh, I can advance the text with different buttons. I forgot about that. Chat, should you read Homestuck? I don't know, should you? I guess you asked chat, not me, so. Oh, I've got to be really careful about this, by the way. So the menuing is, like, slightly slower in the Switch version. Like, there's actually a little delay on a lot of actions, especially when you go into and out of menus. So it can actually desync really easily. I got to be careful about that. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Homestuck is one of the things that inspired Undertale, plus Toby Fox worked on the soundtrack. Oh, that's right. Thank God that still worked. Alright. Yeah. Damn it, frankly. Too soon. Alright, let's try again. I was just concerned about the GameCube version, so I wasn't fully paying attention to the Switch. Let's try again. There we go. That's the one and only time you're going to get to see a synced up Super Guard in this, because I am not Super Guarding in this playthrough. This is the first time that you will see me playing Thousand Year Door and, like, actively avoiding Super Guarding, unless I absolutely have to. Har har har. Wait, shit. Okay, go up. There we go. Alright, this one's going to be a little weird. We are at different distances from the pipe, and we have to enter it with different moves. Let's try... Hold on, can I... Frankly, you fucking asshole, get out of my way. Alright, hold on. No! Hold on. Wait, I have another idea. Hold on. Shit. Weird. Okay, they're definitely picking up the joystick movements slightly differently. Perfect. Alright. When are you going to beat up Gus times 2? We will see. I'm not feeling up to it right now, though. Shit. God, even just saving sometimes, dude. Alright, let's go ahead and head this way. That sounded like Dupless for a sec. Look how much brighter the underground is on the Switch version. Nope, GameCube version. The black save blocks have something? What do you mean? Holy crap, this area is so much more beautiful in the remake. Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, the lighting is just phenomenal in the remake. And it's so much more clear when you actually, like, look at both areas side by side. I think one of my favorite lighting areas is the fighting arena and the glitch pit, but another one is also when you, like, go paper mode and drop into the Rogueport Underground through the grate. Both of those areas just look fucking beautiful, dude. Damn. Alright. Wait, why do I have 8 HP? Oh, right, because I wasn't guarding on the Switch version with Crump. Around 2 hours from now, you're going to start a huge async archipelago on the 1,000 Noodle Random Discord. That's awesome. I don't know if I can't stick, or I don't know if I can stick around much longer. I want to write more Starborn. Okay, that's fine. No, this would not be good background noise for writing, dude. 1,000 Noodle Remake is one of your favorite art styles of all time. Same. Yep. Alright, now how am I going to handle this? So here's the other thing. When I was testing, and maybe I'm just wrong again, maybe I'm wrong, because I was wrong about the hammer, I could not sync up head bonk. Like, it was too far apart. I could not get the action command on both games, which means this is already gonna... That guy is a fucking fire flower? Dude, okay, no, hold on. We gotta take care of that guy first. I'm not taking damage. That is just completely unnecessary. Alright, but yeah, I could not sync up head bonk, so... don't expect me to get it on both at the same time. Excuse me. Yeah, look, I pressed that as late as I could on the GameCube version, and I still just did not get that. Jesus, that was horrible. Okay. Sorry, Goombella. Yes, frankly, you did. Wait, that did miss on the Switch version. I thought it didn't. Shit, hold on. Alright, so I guess the timing's tighter than I thought. See your book and there are no deadlines. Writing can wait. Okay. Imagine getting your butt kicked simultaneously in 2 versions. Yeah. Okay, frankly. Thank you. Alright, this one's gonna be a little fun. I think they are, like, pretty lined up right now, so let's just go. Perfect. Why don't you press early on Gamecube and late on Switch? It might work. Yeah, no, this is 2 games, 1 controller. I cannot press at different times on both of them. Like, this is... I'm literally using 1 controller to control both games right now. Alright, now can I get around this Goomba without starting a fight? I'm gonna say probably not, but I'm gonna try. Go! Damn it. Alright, we gotta start. Yeah, see, there's another guy left over on the Switch version. Let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Oh, fuck. What? How did I miss that? Oh, and we're starting another fight on the GameCube. Alright. It's alright. Let's get this guy taken care of real quick. There we go. Alright. Yeah, basically the same thing. Even though I think there's still actually a separate Paragoomba on the Switch version, but, you know. Rate Brothership from 1 to 10, I give it an 8. I'll say like a... I don't know. 7 or an 8, yeah. We have to jump down steps whenever we can because Mario does lose momentum when falling normally in the Switch version. And that could be a problem. So, I do want to try to sync those up as much as I can. Alright, can you stay the fuck away? Damn it! Alright. Uh-oh, wait. Don't do the command. Sorry, I had to focus on Switch there. Alright, get this guy out of the way. There we go. Alright. Press the button early and press it again later. That doesn't entirely work because the Thousand Year Door has a system where it basically checks for your inputs like before the point where they would be successful to make sure that you aren't pressing the button too early. So if, for example, I do Goombella's Head Bonk, the timing for when I would need to press A on the Switch version is just barely behind the GameCube version. So if I try to press A on both, it is not going to register on Switch, simply because the Switch version thought I pressed too early. So it's to prevent the player from just, like, spamming the button, you know? There's a second Goom on the Switch. Yeah, there are, like, different enemy loadouts. Alright, where's that star piece? Star piece. There we go. Now let's see if I can get the Pretty Lucky Badge without engaging in combat. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try. Fuck! You fucker! You fucking puny bitch! No! Whatever, go in. Alright. And just don't even fucking bother. Alright. Alright, there we go. This should be fine-ish. Oh, what the fuck? Dude. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot. Dude, Mario jumped so late on the Switch version just then. What was that? Oh. Damn it. It's all messed up. No. Where's this thing at? I did not mean to tattle, dude. Alright, let's just get all the way over here. Actually, fuck it. Just go in the fight. Try to keep star points relatively even though I'm pretty sure I have more on the Switch version right now. I am, like, completely fucking up the guards. There. Alright, Mario, why are you jumping late on Switch? Yeah, no. See, that's too similar. Ah! I'm taking too much damage, dude. Not great. Not great at all. Oh, frankly. Weird. Okay. Excuse me. That's nice. That worked out very well. Mario's currently not facing away from the player when walking that way in GameCube. Not really a huge problem, though. It just happens from time to time. Hey, baby! Hi! Okay, this is gonna be a little weird. Switch version actually has, like, a thing for if you have the key before you talk to the chest. Actually, just flying in general is gonna be a little weird. You might not talk much, you're playing Crash 4? Okay, that's fine. I don't really care if these get desynced. The tutorials are, like, all different, as far as I'm aware. Except for maybe Ultra Hammer, so I don't know. Actually, no, I think Ultra Hammer might still... Whatever. Go Paper Airplane. Oh, fuck, damn it. Why is, like, the default option in older games always, yes, please tell me the tutorial again. On top of already, you know, please tell me the tutorial. Please give me the tutorial on how to do the thing. Yes, I get it, it's terrible. Yeah, you don't even have to do shit on the GameCube version. They actually make you practice it on Switch. Dude, if I'm already at 5 HP on one version of this game, this is gonna be so fun. I love how I got through the entire tutorial on GameCube before it started on Switch. Fucking blabbermouths. And that's coming from me. Oh, hold on. By the way, the Switch airplane physics are a little different, and also they kind of move a little faster, so don't be surprised if I have some trouble with Paper Airplane at some point. Oh wait, shit. This looks so fucking stupid. I love it. Yes, I get it. Thank you. That was like some task bullshit where it's like you're kind of waiting on something, so you're just messing around and doing weird shit. And then as soon as you need to be in like a certain place, you go back to that spot. Alright, let's see to it that I don't mess this up. Okay, Switch was not faster there. That's weird. Oh, damn it. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Thousand Year Door is not supposed to look like that. It's just, once again, a little problem with me accidentally dropping the cartridge in the toilet. That's all. That's all. Wait, I forget. Is there a star piece here? No, I think it's the next room, huh? Okay, that's weird. Nothing here, right? Yeah, no. No, I think it's the next room. With the pit. I think the star piece is behind the stairs over that way. There's no save block here. What? Oh, because they moved it. That's right. Okay. How can I literally do, like, a whole-ass level 99 run where I am going in the pit constantly and forget that they moved the save block? Hey, Luna, welcome back. Ooh, this looks so cool. Are they getting out of sync? No. Yes. There's a star piece in the floor. Yeah, but we can't get that. We can't get that yet, though. Ugh. It's so weird how the GameCube version is so much faster than Switch, just off of things like text and momentum alone. Or like physics, not necessarily momentum. Because otherwise, the GameCube version seems to be doing a lot of things in cutscenes slower than the Switch version. It's weird. Do any of you guys have Pokemon Shield? I do not. Oh yeah. No, I don't. Offering for you. Uh-oh. OBS isn't reporting any issues. No. No. Okay, hold on. My controller wire got in front of my phone. Maybe I shouldn't worry so much about syncing up cutscenes unless it's actually going to be an important thing I need to sync up. Like right before a boss battle or something. Because it feels like they're just going to get desynced regardless, no matter what I do. I don't know. I don't know. Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Orange. What the hell is Pokemon Orange? That's a new one. Would you love putting an image on your dialogue when you talk? Maybe. Seems like a cool ability to have. You know, like I just talk and like everyone just kind of gets it, you know? Like you just see it. You see exactly who I'm talking about. I guess it's called people having brains and thinking, but you know, sometimes people just don't know what you're referring to. So being able to telepathically send them images would definitely help. Alright, that's it. I don't think he tried to give me the tutorial on Switch, because I think he does it outside of the house. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna skip past all this with B. No thanks. I'm good. I don't need to learn how to equip a badge. I'm good. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Oh my god, hurry up. I wish you could skip text in the Switch version, dude. It kills me that you can't. No thanks. No thanks. Oh, I forgot about that. Wait, they get revealed with your normal hammer too? I thought that shit would start with like super hammer and up. I know it does in Or wait, no. I think in the first two Paper Mario games, like the original version of Thousand Year Door, I think being able to reveal floor panels with your hammer starts at Ultra Hammer. I think. I don't think it starts at Super Hammer in either one. That said though, just a little addendum to that. Normally, you just can't reveal floor panels with your hammer in Thousand Year Door. Even if you have the Ultra Hammer. For whatever reason, you can only do it if you're, like, below the floor panel. But, you know. When is that, like, ever the case? That's the case in, like, 2 spots, I think. So. Let's go ahead and sleep up at the inn. Ultra Hammer flips them in 64. Oh. Okay. Can you still, like, reveal them by hammering close to them, though? Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. Just ignore that little message, by the way. I've just got a special GameCube. I know that's probably popped up a few times at this point. Don't worry. I just have a bit more of a special GameCube that likes to display a lot of extra info for me. Don't worry, don't worry. Go ahead and sleep. Poor GameCube Mario, he's so exhausted. Yeah. There we go. Now we're all rested up. Ultra Hammer flips you off. Shit! No! Okay, that's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. How do I want to handle this? Damn it. Okay, I think I need to get, like, a garbage badge. Something that I, like, don't care about. Like, attack effects or something. And, like, have that as my little take on and put off thing for the Switch version, because it doesn't make you, like, go into the all badges menu. Does the lovely House of Badges... Hold on. Wait, this'll work. Okay, actually that works. That's fine. Does the lovely House of Badges open before or after you beat Blooper? I think it's... I want to say it's after you go to the 1,000-year door, but I could be wrong about that. Let's get this star piece first. Where's it at? I really don't want to fall off this roof. Fuck! Damn it! Well, there. Alright, now just, like, fall off real quick. After you get Power Smash. Oh, okay. Cool, your clock froze on your computer. Oh. Wait, no, I need to be focusing on GameCube. Why am I focusing on Switch? Need to get that star piece for GameCube. I don't really care where Switch is at right now. I can get desynced for all I care. I need to, like, make sure I actually get this star piece. Just so long as I don't, like, open some sort of menus or some shit. Alright. Let's just try to get this star piece right there. Okay. Whoa, Goombella. It's pretty crazy. It's weird how Switch Mario was further from that door than GameCube Mario, and I still couldn't open it on GameCube. Okay. There we go. Alright, Power Jump. I want that very badly. Look, there's your little, GameCube, your nostalgic tunes. Anyway. Super Appeal could be fine. Last Stand P, I don't know. Piercing Blow, I probably should go ahead and... Ooh, that could be really funny. I'm not gonna go for it, though. Talking about Unsimplifier. But anyway, Oh, I don't have a whole ton of money, so I gotta be careful. Your internet has troubles? I'm sorry. What in the Great Calamity Ganon is going on here? 2,000-year doors at the same time. People have been asking, where is Paper Mario the 1,000-year door 2? Some calling it Paper Mario the 2,000-year door. Well, here it is. Here's Paper Mario the 2,000-year doors. Anyway, I do want to get Piercing Blow for Chapter 2 because there are a lot of clefts that I might not be able to get as easily. So let's try to, like, line it up to where I'm getting it on both games. There we go. Power Jump could have been really good, but I don't know. You fucker with your stupid tutorials, man. Come on. Yes. No. No. Wait. Oh. Damn it. No. Just let me buy the damn badge. Yes, I'm interested. Jesus, man. Or should I say Jesus? Anyway. So there's Power Jump. How much... I don't have the money to buy it on Switch, so it doesn't matter. But how much would it cost here on GameCube? Would I have the money here? I'm going to say probably not. Yeah, I don't have the money here either. So we can come back for it. I do think Power Jump is going to be a good thing to go for, but we don't necessarily need it right now because we have Power Smash, which will not be synced up. So Power Jump actually would probably be better to go for than Power Smash, but whatever. Do I have anything that I don't really want that I can sell, maybe, to get the money I need? I need 55 coins on Switch, 50 on GameCube. I'm unironically closer to being able to buy it on GameCube than Switch. I'm selling. Shit, wait, hold on. Maybe items? I don't need both of those. I only need one. Yeah, whatever. Maybe, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna just go ahead and return Piercing Blow. I know that means I just lost some money, but I don't know. I don't need it for this chapter. I think I need Power Jump more, so let's just return Piercing Blow. It is kind of a blow to my money, but it's fine. Alright, and now I need Switch Mario. I'm selling. Piercing Blow. Let's go ahead and get Power Smash. No, no, wait, hold on. Should have thought about that. Restart the console, Lana's cord. I see. Mouser Feather win? I don't know, at some point. Hehe. Alright, let me go ahead and buy that on Switch. And then I'll go ahead and talk to you here. I am buying. I don't want special deals. Let's try that again. Go ahead and talk to you here. I'm buying. I want others. And I want Power Jump. That worked out pretty well. Can you purchase nostalgic tunes? I can. I don't know that I want to. Maybe it would be good. But either way, the music's going to be desynced regardless of whether it's the Switch or the GameCube version. Might even sound weirder if we have just two of the GameCube track playing at the same time, out of sync. So I'm not going to buy it. I'm sorry. I do like having a bit of audio distinction between the two games. Anyway. Actually, I should have saved in the underground. I'm going to save again in the underground. Welcome to the underground. Oh my god, bro. Okay, hold on. Stream is stable again? Good. Yeah, notice how, like, this is what I mean. Like, the music is just always going to be desynced because the GameCube version starts playing the music as it's loading, but the Switch version doesn't do that. It waits until the area is loaded. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Sorry for being quiet. Fell back to sleep. It's okay, sweetheart. Alright, Dazzle. Do you have anything that I'm interested in right now? Trying to remember, because I don't. Alright, attack effects Y. That could be a good menuing badge, but I'm not going to go for it. Because, like, I don't need it. I don't need another Pretty Lucky. I definitely don't need these. I hate these. I guess I'll try to save up for Flower Saver. I don't know how much I really want Power Plus, because usually when I just, like, stack up Power Plus, it's also because I'm confident that I'm going to super guard everything, and that is not going to be the case. I can barely guard, so, we're just, not going to immediately go for Power Plus this time. I think I'm going to go for Flower Saver. What sound is Y? That's a good question. I don't remember. I think it's like some kind of sparkle sound or something. Oh shit, hold on. Ugh. There. The drum beat is almost in sync. Oh, hey, look at that. Luigi's here. Only in one universe, though. For shame. This just shows how supportive Luigi really is. He doesn't always want to be here. Oh, damn it. Wham, wham. That was really in sync. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember pretty well. Yep, I remember. You got it, Goombella. Can't flee this fight. We're going to immediately Fire Flower. And then we're just going to try to Power Jump this guy. Or Power Stomp. Is it Power Jump or Power Stomp? Power Jump. Okay. Sorry. I'm, like, questioning everything right now. We're gonna go ahead and just Power Jump because I think I've got a better chance of it being synced up than with Hammer. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, yeah, that's gonna definitely be a really good item, or a really good move to have for a while. Fuck you, Goombella. Ooh! Good night, Blooper. Dude, our stats are going to be so different between the two versions. I'm going to go do other things now. Wish you luck for the stream. Thank you. Alright. Before it becomes a problem. Oh, go. No! Damn it. Alright. I'm gonna be real with you guys. When I was doing this, like, in a test, I just could not seem to actually get them all synced up. So, unfortunately, motherfucker, we are gonna have to enter this first chapter desynced, which really stinks, and I'm sorry about that. Just couldn't quite get them synced up properly. Is Mario losing momentum when he jumps on GameCube? Weird. Anyway. Chapter 1. Castle and Dragon. Alright, we're just gonna skip through this on both. Never mind. I do kind of miss how the trees looked in the old game. I really like how they look in the new one, but I do kind of miss how they looked before. 945. I'm at 945 subscribers. I keep dropping. Dude. Alright, look. I'm not usually this kind of person, but I have to make sure that everyone hears this. If you enjoy this sort of content, please like and subscribe. You know, comment your thoughts on it at any point. I do think that is something I do need to say, because I have just been really struggling to actually get things going on my channel recently. And, you know, part of it does have to do with the fact that I'm not really streaming what people actually came here for. But, I have been really struggling with my channel, and I am actively, like, losing subscribers right now. And I don't know what to do about that. So, if you like this stuff, please like the video. Please subscribe. Maybe share it around. Just get some new eyes in. I would really appreciate it. You don't have to, though. Just, you know, please do if you do like it. Anyway, Star Piece. Hey, Yosho. GameCube is now 20 years ago. Yeah, this game celebrated its 20th anniversary last... God, why? Sorry. Throat just, like, closed up in the middle of talking. Anyway. Yeah, GameCube version celebrated its 20th anniversary last year in July. On July 22nd. It's pretty crazy. Does anyone else ever have that problem, by the way? I'm, like, really curious. When you're talking, does your throat ever just, like, randomly, like, close up and make you start choking? Like, when I say close up, I mean, like, just out of nowhere, nothing can go either way for, like, a moment. Not, like, fully close up like you're having an allergic reaction. Just, like, you're in the middle of talking and then it's, like, you know, like, just very quick. Very quick. Very quick. Does that ever happen to anyone else? A lot of people unsub. Yeah. American version came out on October 11th. Toby Fox's birthday. Ooh, I didn't know that. Alright. That worked out pretty well. No, I thought the loading zone was a bit further back. Damn it. Hold on. Oh, shit! Hi! Okay. That's fine. Let's fight. Okay, that one's about the same. Damn it. Let's just go ahead and... No, I don't want to lose my money. I'm going to lose my money if I run away on GameCube. What can I do to, like... fuck this menu up? Okay. Can I get it to go the other way? Okay. Hey, there we go. Now we got something going. Except Goombella's still gonna have to take damage, but it's fine. No, she won't. Mario might, though. Let me see if I can super guard this. I'm gonna try, but I'm not good at spiky Goombas. Yeah, no. Hey, at least because of the Switch version, you can actually see, like, when I press the B button there. Well, maybe. You can sort of see it. Oh god, the jumping hammer. Yeah. That was pretty fun, though. I'm actually glad I nailed that action command. I love how it fucking... Okay, it closed the text box so quickly on the GameCube version that I was able to walk over to where the Switch version was before that text box closed. Dude. They gotta, like, add some sort of patch or some shit for this. Let's go ahead and get a horsetail real quick. Fuck off. Thank you. Why does it fly out over there? Damn it. Of justice? Just ice. Why are there two spikies? Damn, bad game design. Just can't do shit about that. They're just two spiky Goombas and I can't do anything about it. Sorry, Goombella, you're gonna have to get hurt on GameCube. Oh, I should have prioritized GameCube there. That was not great. What happened to the old days of gaming where we could just play one game at a time? Dude, look, I'm sorry. I gotta be real with you. We're kind of in a new age now. A lot of people just don't really have the patience for one game at a time, you know? Oh, damn it! I looked at the Switch version. What? I didn't even get the guard. Okay, Goombella, you're gonna have to defend. There we go. Kind of like... There. Never heard about the Nintendo Double Game? Yeah, right? God, people these days. Gotta keep up with the times, man. People just don't have patience for things sometimes anymore. Alright, this is gonna be a little funny. So we've got another little difference between GameCube and Switch here. In GameCube, you kind of interact with a lot of things by walking up to it and pressing A. But on Switch, there are a lot of things that you do not interact with in that way anymore. Now you have to hit them with your hammer. Bushes are one of those things. If you want to interact with a bush, you have to press B to swing your hammer against it in the remake, which was not a thing in the original. So I'm going to have to like press A and B at the same time when I go up to this bush, assuming I can get there without this Goomba interfering. Probably will. Fuck you. Damn it. I'm surprised that first strike actually worked. Did I not nail it? Wait, how many enemies were there? Uh-oh. Sure, that works. What the fuck? She was so delayed, I was actually able to do both of them separately. Sorry, Goombella. I tried. Oh no, the bingos. I didn't even think about that. Dude, that's gonna actually be a problem. Gotcha. So far, I'm 2 for 2 on super guards in the GameCube version. Well, I mean, like, compared to Switch anyway. When I'm just doing them, you know, separately. So many games, little time. Play both at the same time. Yeah. Alright. Can I just, like, walk over in the GameCube? Yep, there we go. That is so weird to me, dude. Oh, damn it. There we go. Oh, shit! Okay, I don't think I ever realized that was a thing. That was different. Oh. Yeah, this is what happens when you dump your Switch cartridge in the toilet. Whoa. It's kind of funny how because of the, like, anti-aliasing, or probably lack thereof on the GameCube version right now, Mario actually looks sharper in the background on that one. At least on my screen. I don't know how it looks on stream. Weird. Anyway, this is a good way of trying to keep them relatively synced up, I guess. Or desyncing them. Backgrounds are going to be a little difficult between GameCube and Switch, especially any backgrounds that have me platforming, because when you're playing on the GameCube, for whatever reason, Mario walks slow. Well, I guess Mario just kind of walks slow in the backgrounds in general, but whenever you jump, he gets a little momentum boost for some reason, which does not happen on Switch. That said, I'm not sure I'm really understanding how Switch was still ahead of GameCube there. Maybe he just walks faster? I don't know. As far as backgrounds are concerned, anyway, that's what I mean. Not what I wanted. Who's ready for Paddlebird? God. Oh! He looks so friendly. I love how the Koopa Troopas look in this game, dude. I love how, like, every character looks in this game. Might be one of the best art styles in any Mario game ever. Especially the Switch version. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep at the inn. I think inn coupons might actually be a little bit of a help this time around. Oh, something to keep in mind, by the way. So, your item space, or the item space was upgraded on the Switch version. At maximum, you can have 20 items in both games after you get the Strange Sack. However, before the Strange Sack, the maximum is 10 in GameCube and 15 on Switch. I don't think that's necessarily going to be a problem. In fact, I think that might help a little bit. But it does mean that when I'm kind of like running out of item space on GameCube, I will not be running out of item space on Switch, so there might be some like desyncing with what items I have. And that could be a problem. But for now, look how synced up they are. They are literally in like the same spots and everything. Anyway, I would like to sleep. Let's go crazy here. For sure, for sure. God, Wire, get out of my way. There's like no good setup here where like the GameCube controller wire isn't kind of in the way of my phone or my earbuds. Like one or the other, you know? What if I like, can I pull it under here? Oh, that works. Wait, that works a lot better. Excuse me. Nice face you've got. Anyway. Do I want a turtle leaf? Nah. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to the mayor. I do kind of want that Mega Rush badge. Or Mega Rush P. But, what I don't want is to, like, try to rely on it too much. Because there's no guarantee I'm even going to have the same stats at any given point in a battle. So, you know. Come on, Switch. Double Murphy, yeah. I actually really liked when the Switch version was still actively being advertised before it was released. And Nintendo was releasing all these little character cards. They released multiple for Mario, just showing all the different names he gets in this game. You know, Murphy, Marty-O, the Great Gonzalez, and of course, obviously, Mario. It kind of would have been funny if there was like a little trope where Mario ends up with a new name by at least one character in every chapter, but I mean, that's definitely something they would do nowadays, not so much back then. You know? Message retracted. Whoa, that's weird. I've never seen it message retract like that. Like, it says message retracted, but the two words are on separate lines. Strange. Anyway. Oh, no. That's not really going to be a problem. Okay, so we're going to be stopped every time we get an email on the GameCube version. Thankfully, that does not happen on the Switch, but that may cause some desyncing problems if I'm not paying attention. So we just kind of have to be careful of that. Oh, wait. I forgot to actually talk to this guy. Damn it. Let's see if GameCube can pull ahead still. Yep. That should be a good example of why we need text skipping. Nintendo! Give me a Switch to upgrade that features text skipping, please! I beg. Wow, actually, doing a little, like, hanging thing worked pretty well. Also, something... I caught something's attention. Oh, shit, wait a minute. Dude, there's, like, a whole-ass new event battle here. I might have to be really careful. Like, dodging enemies on GameCube while dealing with... Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. We're good. Sorry, I would have done it, but, you know, didn't want to desync. Oh, what? Hey, Michael. How's it going? Why does he just... Okay, what am I missing here? It feels like sometimes the amount of time it takes for Mario to run over to the enemy on Switch version is just, like, different. Like, it specifically feels like the start of the run has some sort of variation. Because it's more synced up sometimes than others. It's weird. Maybe I should get a ref for Murphy, aka Human Maddie? Perhaps. Speaking of refs, I kind of got something I need to take care of with Steven at some point, but I guess probably not today. Oh, I have to go to work tomorrow. Man. Oh, shit. Well, hey, look at that. We're in the fight. Yeah, fuck you. You need help? Trying to avoid all the crates in Tranquility Falls. Oh. Yeah, okay. So, obvious thing is obvious. I just now realized those chairs are flat on not GameCube, Switch. That's really funny. But anyway, obvious thing is obvious. They included like a whole new event battle specifically for teaching about the audience in the Switch version, and I'm not really sure why. Dude, imagine being a Toad in one universe and a Koopa in the other. Anyway, I'm not really sure why, because they could have just taught this at literally any other point. Like, for example, when Frankly mentions it in a previous tutorial fight. Or, you know, just let the player figure it out themselves. But whatever. That said, this is also a tutorial for stage props and shit like that, which, again, Battle Master is right there. But anyway. Uh-oh. There we go. So, this is going to be a little tutorial for stage hazards. Wow, I don't get to... There we go. Something that is good about this tutorial is it does teach us about a little difference. Yeah, that was way too late. So, stage hazards pierce defense on Switch, but they do not on GameCube. So, I can excuse this tutorial for that alone, because that is something that if you are an old player who pays attention to this sort of stuff, you will notice. But otherwise, you know, it's kind of a pointless tutorial. Oh, I could have super guarded that. Ooh, I wonder if that's the way to go. Wait a minute, hold on. What if that's the way to go? What if I try to get, like, one attack going on one version of the game and be in the menu on the other version and kind of, like, swap them out constantly? That could be a good way to do it. Does Scale's time travel be like? Alright. And we're back. We are probably going to end up in another fight because I think that block has a POW block in it, and I do need that. Ooh, I missed. Oh, damn it. Damn it! Okay, this is kind of fun. I actually like this a lot. Look at that. That is some good gameplay right there. I messed up a little bit, but that was really good gameplay. Oh, now I've got a buffer on my phone. Anyone else buffering right now? Uh-oh. Are we buffering? I am buffering a lot on my phone. Is anyone else buffering right now? OBS is not showing any issues, but I'm definitely having some sort of problem on my phone. We can go... Dude. No, you're not? Alright. Alright. Why can't I... What? I can't click the live button to catch it up now. There we go. Alright. Damn it. I forgot it started on BP. I thought it started on HP in the GameCube version. Oh, but it... Okay. No wrapping. Got it. So this would be really easy. No buffer on you? Okay, good, good, good. I'm glad nobody else was buffering. We're gonna start with FP in this run, actually. We don't really need HP right now. Plus I don't want to make this too easy, you know? But, definitely do want to make sure we have FP to use moves and shit like that. The chat on screen is way off now for some reason. That's weird. I hope it didn't freeze. Did it freeze? It is... Okay, no, it didn't freeze. We're good. It is gonna be... Or it is gonna look slightly delayed for you all, and I'm sorry about that. Actually, wait. No. It is gonna look slightly delayed for you all, and I am sorry about that. It's just because, it's actually extending slightly below the bottom of the screen, so the newest messages aren't actually on screen when they come through. So maybe it was just already like that and you didn't notice before? I don't know. Either way, just don't worry, the chat's fine. This is another example of something you have to hit with your hammer in the Switch version, by the way. Wow, look at the fucking lighting difference here. Dude. This looks so good. Holy shit. Wait. Oh, wait, no. Okay, it says check, but it's not actually going to do anything if you just check it. Come on. Alright, we're good. Normally, this fight and the next one would be fights where I would practice my super guarding again, no matter which version of the game I'm playing. But, you know, for obvious reasons, that's not a great idea. Even if I'm not going to take damage, because I can just defend, and I will not take damage. But, let's just not worry about that. Because I doubt it would be synced up anyway. Damn it, I was too late. I mean, early. Too early. I was too early. Okay, I gotta remember, the timing for the stage is different. When stage props fall on GameCube, it's when it's halfway through Mario. When it's on Switch, it's right before it touches Mario. Bit of a difference I'll have to adjust there. Sorry, bit of a difference I'll have to adjust to there. Also the dust in the light. Yeah, dude, the dust is awesome. That's like some shit Luigi's Mansion would do. Which is kind of funny because the 1000-Year Door doesn't do it, but then, you know. Alright, which one was it? I think it was this one? Yeah. Different lighting directions. That is true. There are different lighting directions here. Interesting. Oh, fuck. No! I should have hammered first. That was stupid. Oh, hey, Luigi. Alright, once again, we are just not going to worry about the potential issue. These guys look so good in both versions of the game. It's incredible. They just have, like, extra shading for some reason. Padlock both of these fuckers. They're going to be gone. If you're back going to make popcorn, hope you make 2 bags with different flavors. Damn it! I think I was still too early. Maybe. Goombella is so happy about that. I am so happy about this information. Can you believe it, guys? Gate opening in right now. Oh shit, in coupon. Give me the end coupon. Alright, let's get a little... Oh no. What the hell just happened on the Switch version? Oh, we don't really need the heal in the Switch version. We did well enough there. I do have to go ahead... What the... Why do I only have 27 coins? Have I not been collecting coins? Anyway, we don't really need the heal in the Switch version, so let me see if I can desync them a little bit so I don't waste my money. I don't think it's going to do anything regardless, but, you know, just got to be sure. I love that you can jump up into the trees, dude. The amount of details in this game. Dude, so, like, all these little, like, bits of grass and shit, like, they would not do anything on GameCube. If I were to smack them with my hammer, or try to interact with them, nothing. But on Switch, like, you can interact with that. And I can go into a battle. Try to desync them a little bit. Come on, get some quality gameplay going. Pay close attention. Gotcha. Dude, you have no idea how good this feels. You have no idea. Dude, that feels so fucking engaging. It's unreal. Just constantly going back and forth. between the two games, like trying to nail action commands and shit, I'm not picking that up. Dude. That feels so fucking good. You have no idea how good that feels. Anyway, so like all these little bits of grass. Eventually one of them's gotta... Come on. Hi, car. I don't know, whatever. Sometimes they drop coins. Same for that little cockroach I killed earlier. Sometimes just hammering things like that in the Switch version drop coins. It's really cool, man. It's really cool. I love the attention to detail with like how much you can interact with in the Switch version. Yeah. Even just like stuff on Grubba's desk, for example. Like if you whack that, you know, it's all gonna like shake around a little bit. Shake around a little bit. Just in general, the interactability in the Switch version with the environment and the characters and everything, it's so good. That is one thing, but you know, between that and stuff like jumping over fences, that is something I actually do thank Sticker Star for. Even if the interactability thing is like completely unnecessary, I just love that you can interact with so much shit. And it's weird because Sticker Star is the one that started that. Same for jumping over fences. So, speaking of, we are not going to be jumping over fences in this playthrough for obvious reasons. Love the music here on the Switch version. Anyway. Please don't desync. This will be so bad if it desyncs. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. See, once again, the GameCube just does the music way sooner. It is no longer the 65th Super Fun Quirk Quiz. It is the 65th Trivia Quiz Off, which I think actually is more in line with what it was called in Paper Mario, so... Makes sense. Aw, you fucker! Alright, what's it in this palace? Stone Key, Sun and Moon Stones. That is my answer. That is bright on the Switch side. Yeah. Alright. Thankfully, just pressing B does not seem to desync them, so I can just spam through. Alright, what do one mushroom and one flower cost at the shop in Petalburg? This answer is different between the two versions because of price changes. In particular, like even with GameCube Thousand Year Door, you have different answers here because the prices are different between the North American and Japanese versions. So, regardless, I think in this case the answer is the third one in both situations. I think it was 16 coins in the original and 12 in the remake. I don't think it was 12 in both. I think it's 12 in both if you're playing Japanese, but... Okay, that was right on original, which means I'm right, because I know it's 12 in the Switch version. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good. Oh. Couscous or Koopa Koot? Was that a reference to Koopa Koot in the Japanese version of Thousand Year Door? Oh, it's not two Marios in one game. No, I'm sorry. Isn't this one more interesting, though? I would hope, anyway. I hope it's more interesting. Alright. Crystal Stars in Hooktail Castle. Click. There we go. Hi, by the way. Oh, no! Uh-oh. I was not paying attention and I desynced them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Let's try to sync them back up again real quick. Yes, I just got my fourth right answer. How can one get from Rogueport to Petal Meadows? We know the answer. It's race in a cart, obviously. No, let's go through a pipe. And there we go. I do kind of like the build-up that the Switch version has sometimes. Yeah, thankfully it was the third answer in both versions, so I didn't have to worry too much about, like, oh, how do I select this and this? Thank goodness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Different collision problem. Go! So, Engie. Ooh! They're, like, almost synced up. Alright. We'll go for this one first. How many fire flowers do I have? 3. That is more than enough. Please stay away. 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 Please. Okay, it's fine. Ooh. I still only have 23 coins? Dude. Oh, I'm not really fighting a whole ton of enemies, I guess. Okay, let me let Goombella get sucked first. I fucked it up. I'm sorry, everyone. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I'm sorry about the pipes. Damn it. Damn it. The menu didn't come up in time. I was like really waiting on that menu. Damn it. Ugh. I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Wasn't paying attention. Dude, the audience is going to cause so many desyncs. Okay, go ahead and just, like, don't give me that fright mask, please. Let's not desync my item list right now. Alright, we're still fighting in Switch, which is not great, but it's fine. You can get that coin. I'm too used to, like, them going up, and then I have to press the button. My guarding and super guarding timing is being thrown off so hard by this. Alright. Yeah, that one was not a good instance of moving the attacks back and forth between the two games. That did not work out in my favor that time. I don't think it would have worked out regardless, but, you know. Alright, you all know what we're gonna do. You already know what we're gonna do. Good night, Fuzzies. Do enemies drop more coins on Switch? In general, yes. Not only do they drop more coins on Switch, but also sometimes forced battles, for example, also drop coins, which obviously nothing happened there on GameCube. Excuse me. And on top of that, there's also the issue that on Switch, bosses actually do reward you when you beat them with coins. I'm sorry, they reward you with coins when you beat them, so you get like a little clear bonus. GameCube, you do not get any coins for beating a boss at any point. Except for Rock Hawk. But even still, that's like a different thing. So, you know. The economy is very different on the Switch version of this game. A lot of stuff that had mild costs on GameCube have slightly higher costs on Switch. And on top of that, you also you know, because you're collecting more coins on Switch, they also increase the cap. So you can hold 999 coins on GameCube, but 9,999 on Switch, which means gold bars are pretty much just completely useless, even more so than they already were before. Because when are you ever going to need a gold bar when playing the Switch version of this game? You also don't lose coins when running away from enemies. So, you know, in general, you just have a lot less money on GameCube. That's nice. Wait. Ooh, I haven't got